Thank you for joining me for your March 2023 Astro Tarot forecast. My name is Audrey Alison and I'm shuffling the Connolly Tarot. And it's a Celtic deck that I've had for a long time, and I thought it was appropriate for March. We've got so much happening. You have to watch your rising sign and your moon sign and your sun sign for a full dose of the cosmos. Leo, we have a major malefic planetary shift this month, two of them. The first one is Saturn on March 7th. Saturn is shifting out of Aquarius and entering Pisces through May 25th of 2025. And this sign governs your 8th house on the chart. Saturn in your 8th house over the course of 2.5 years is asking how you use control and power, where you are limited in your intimacy. This planet is about restriction, is about limitation and lessons learned. There's a realignment to the sector that this planet shifts into every 2.5 years. And in the 8th house, this is the area of sex, intimacy, libido, shared resources. It is about compulsion, behavior, traumas, addictions. And this will be interpreted in many ways. And here are a few of them. So in the beginning stages of a Saturn transit, there is frustration that happens with everyone when this planet shifts. And it's usually an uncomfortable beginning. And that's the first year. And then the second year, you go down the other side of lessons learned. Well, if you haven't gotten your finances in order in life, your debts, your interest rates, what you owe, this is the time to do it. Saturn is bringing up a reconfiguring of your money and your debts and how to pay them down and to get out of them. By the time this planet leaves, you'll have money saved. This also suggests slight issues with libido and sexual dysfunction, or not being as open to trusting in the 8th house here of intimacy. It's not consistent, but there are things that come up that Leo might have to get used to and work through, because again, this is about lessons being learned. You might not be running at your usual high libidoed pace, and that's different for a lion to get used to. That's one of the areas. This is also about what you are used to doing in behavior and what you could be compulsively addicted to, and paring down, cutting down on the habits that could be negative in your life. Saturn trims the fat in the sector he's in. Are you overdoing it in the 8th house? This is not a transit where you feel very open to trusting new people. And this is a protective type of transit where you might regard your privacy as your number one importance right now. And that is okay. It takes Saturn 27 years to get around the wheel. This is the sector where Leo becomes more protective of their sex life, of their finances, and gets those things in order. Couples counseling could come up in this time for those of you in relationship and actively participating in a marriage. There's a need to realign your intimacy, and that's okay too, to go through a checklist with one another. And who has more control or power over either finances or maybe even the sexual habits of the relationship. So there's a lot to this transit, and it is it's powerful, but there's a lot of realignment here. Your career and status benefits from a Venus transit into Taurus on March 16th through April 11th. Venus says all eyes on you in the limelight of career, status, and title that you have in your profession. This is also a really a good money placement, a transit, because Venus represents financial energy too in the career. So promotion is indicated, or some kind of achievement seen, recognized in your profession for your work. And there's a beautifying, smoothing energy to this. There's an accolade awarded to Leo through this transit of Venus from March 16th through April 11th. Now we have a seasonal change and a Mercury transit. On March 20th, the sun shifts into Aries like he does every year. Mercury joins him on that day into Aries. This is our vernal equinox. Happy spring on the northern hemisphere, in the northern hemisphere. So the sun and Mercury are entering the 9th house of new experience and foreign travel and adventure and exploration and metaphysics and spirituality, legal energy, the law, philosophy, religion. I mean, it's everything, the 9th house, your belief systems. In addition to the sun entering this sector, our new moon is the next day on the 21st at 0 degrees of Aries in this 9th house. Leo, you should be planning a trip around March 21. This is a 0 degree new moon. There are fresh starts for everyone right now. Aries is the first zodiac sign. 0 degrees is the first degree you can have. The new moon is new energy on the first day of the astrological year, which is the 20th of March. We have a clean slate, and your energy is suggesting you want to learn something new. You want to absorb all new experience, knowledge, data, people, and locations. And you're thriving in new cultures and in an explorative and adventurous environment. Good for you, Leo. This is a really great time to plan a trip as well, from March 21 through April 19. Absolutely. And make it somewhere new, somewhere fresh, new vibes. This is interesting, I'll say. On the 23rd, Pluto. We have a Plutonian transit, but it's brief. But it matters because what's happening between March 23rd and June 11th is Pluto transits into Aquarius for the first time in 120 years. Pluto's just spent 10 years or a decade in Capricorn. And now he's entering your 7th house of partnership, relationships, marriage. Pluto is the planet of change. Pluto represents endings, rebirth, redirection, change, transformation, regeneration, intensity. Going into a marriage sector, there is something that will come up in that 2.5 month period of time that will then resurface in January of 2025 going forward for 10 years, when Pluto officially moves into Aquarius full-time from January 2nd, 2025 until 2036. 2036, what are we in, the space age? Honestly, like, say that. 2036? I remember being in high school and trying to calculate how old or like what year it would be when I was 50. Not that it was hard to do, adding 50 to your birth year, but I just remember for some reason that year being a year I needed to pay attention to. And I'm turning 50 this year. And I just thought, wow, that sounds like the space age even then. And now that I just said the year or just reminded of the time, it's honestly crazy what year we're in. Anywho, Pluto in this 7th house could indicate changes in your marital status. Could also suggest change into becoming married. If you are single right now and not married, this is actually the opposite. I mean, partnership becoming the change. But more importantly, there's an evaluation with Leos regarding their role of power in relationships, their role of intensity, what they bring to the plate. This is an inner deep assessment that's happening here. This isn't an outward, physical fight or argument. This is a process that's happening. And from March 23rd through June 11th, the issues that come up in your relationship are important. And they, again, could be resurfacing in 2025. If you are single and or not even interested in relationship, look to your business partnerships or the people that are close to you in your business relationships for these changes. And there could be reorganization in your business quickly in that time period, and a restructuring of what you do in your business partnership relationship and what you're responsible for, and the power struggle or control dynamic between you and another partner. And honestly, some relationships are just plain ending. Pluto is endings, and in the 7th house of marriage, you can't interpret it any other way at times. I mean, for some of you, you've had it already. I don't think this is about anything shocking. It's not about a Uranus transit, which would be sudden and unexpected and really out of the blue and abrupt. This feels like, you know who you are in the marriage dynamic that might not be working out even as of now. So let's see what happens in the cards for you, Leo. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, I'm at audreyalison.com, and my direct booking link to my calendar is audreyalison.as.me. All right, let's see what's up, Leo. 4 of Wands. This is the card of celebration and gathering. It could even represent a dwelling, and sometimes an anniversary or a birthday, people coming together to actively support something. Let's see. More fire. More fire for the Leo. 2 of Wands. This is the voyage, looking out across the water. Where do you envision yourself? Leo has the best of both worlds. 2 of Wands could even be physical intimacy. And some of you are celebrating pregnancies or the planning of your future lives as a family. Queen of Cups. This is a water sign energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Very intuitive card. Psychic in nature. Nurturing and compassionate. A person who is connected to nature and animals and wants to help others and expresses charitable energy. And the 7 of staves. So there's some defensiveness towards this person. Water sign. Actually, it was more like this, towards this person. Perhaps you are protecting something, Or maybe someone is not invited. Actually, there's a lot of fire and this queen in the middle. You've got 4 of fire, the 2, and then 7. And maybe you need to explain why someone was excluded. I'm also getting a message that you can defend what you've created. This is a highly creative card, the Queen of Cups. And this is about the protection and defensiveness of even artwork or creative expression. And I would patent or trademark what you've come up with, or whatever you feel is important to do. Secure the domain. I just got that. Secure the domain. So there's some business ideas, creative ideas, that you should be protecting and celebrating. If you have an anniversary in business, don't forget about you. One more card for Leo. Recuperative rest, regeneration, 4 of Swords. Take some time. Plan that trip that is foreign to you in your travel. Or this is spa day energy and staycation day energy for sure. So either way, regeneration, recuperation, rest, relaxation. I hope this was helpful, Leo. I am wishing you a beautiful March. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.